So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
There he is, the one they call the divine ponytail.
Well, that is his trademark, isn't it?
Yeah, and everything connected to that ponytail is footballing perfection. His guile, his passing, and his goals are things of legend.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, he's shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Here comes the cross. Rodri with the clearance. Baggio was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Back into the middle. He's had a shot! It's there! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lahm cuts it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Played in deep. And it's claimed by the keeper. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. Roberto Baggio! And that was very necessary.
That, Peter, is wonderful.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi with the short one. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. And it's Bellingham. Takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bellingham. And he's had it! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And smartly reclaimed. Knocks it into space. Now it's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Done delicately. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball.
There will be 3
Drives it
minutes
in.
added time.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Xavi Alonso gets flagged offside. Aimed beyond the defence. Xavi Alonso. And it's half-time here. How to review the first half?
Atletico Paranense certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Any other paid parking facilities in the area. Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That'll be a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Defending was strong and firm. Batistuta!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Right card, demonstrating his defensive quality there. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Bale. Atletico Paranaense claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And that has been cleared. And it's Lam. Bale. And he's onside. And he's got his cross in. Keeper's dealt with that. Now, can he find a finish? Atletico Paranaense awarded another corner. Atletico Paranaense have their second corner now. Up he goes! Firm header. just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Distributed tidily. Played back in. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bale. Well, that's well seen too. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field is number 13, Mbappe.
Adams. And here's Messi. And he's been shifted off it.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Batistuta. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Ribery. Showing great feet there. Ribery. Bergomi. Now it's Bale. And this is Ribery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time.
And it's Ribery. Ribery hurtling down that right flank. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mbappe in. So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't...
He rises! And he's done it!
But they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely weighted ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's been played through.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly. And
Alvarez! And it's come back out to him. He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Atletico Paranense are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tries to play it through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to belt it away. Alvarez. Nedved. Now it's Messi. Has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So what can they conjure from this one?
Coming on the field is number 6, Bellingham.
That is a brilliant interception. Lam. Raul. Chooses to go back. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. A terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now, can they get him away? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a look and place it forward.
There will be 2
Shoots!
minutes added time.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Big chance! Corner number 2 then. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's half-time here. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Atletico Paranense really are lucky not to be down by war, Peter. The manager's
Please
going to
join
have to
me
come up
in
with
wishing
something a
all the
little
best
special
for members
to
of
lift
our
these
fan
players.
clubs
Otherwise,
celebrating their
this
wedding
one's as good as
anniversaries
done.
today. Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, good-looking ball. Atletico Paranaense come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Nedved. And this is Messi. And this is Bale. Oh, lovely feed, he is Bale! And this is Messi. And he thumps it clear. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no shot at goal! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to
Number
turn to their
23,
benches.
Alvarez.
This is threatening to
Number
become a
14,
really good game. Oh no, this
Raul.
does not look good.
Number 6, Bellingham.
That's really good
Coming on
energy,
the
Peter,
field,
the way they defend from
number
the front.
18, Mbappe.
It is looking like the
Number
end. If
9,
anything's going to happen,
Osimhen.
it's got to happen
Number
now.
19,
Look, their path is set.
Messi.
They have to take
Number
risks in every
13,
situation now.
Substitutions taking place.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Shot could be on. And now they can clear their lines. Atletico Paranaense have got it back, and they'll have another go. That's really well cleared. Nedved can see things, others simply cannot.
2 added minutes
Danger
has been
averted for
indicated.
now. And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to get free. And time is up. Atletico Paranaense were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone.
Hello,
A red
everybody,
letter
and
day
welcome
for
to today's
everybody here
match.
and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. He has a look up. Carvajal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Back towards the middle. Xabi Alonso producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now the delivery. And it's made its way to him. Shoots! And it's a goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he
After
made it look like a
25
doddle.
minutes is
Finishing it off was
number
quite
11.
simple after that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cross in, looks like a good one. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Out towards the flank. Knocks it out wide. And he whips it in. Punched away. And he thumps it clear. Griezmann takes control of it and he's on the move. Aimed beyond the defence. Pedri in acres of space out wide. That is a brilliant interception.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Guti. And it's Guti. Thinks Pedri! It's a goal! Atletico Paranaense back in business! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 7, Petri. Petri. Petri.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more
There
twists
will
and
be 1
turns
minute
before it's
at a
all over,
time.
Peter.
Ackman. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And now,
Any opinion
to
you'd
all
like to
members
express
of
on the first
crowd,
half?
I'd like
Well,
to
both
ask you
sides
to
would have
join me
expected
in
a
wishing our
closely fought
birthday
match,
boy a
and that's
very
pretty much
special
what we've got
birthday.
so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Knocks it into space. There's no flag.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Passing nice and neat. Almost an hour gone. David Villa. And Carvajal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. Xavi Alonso. Guti. Now it's Villa. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, shooting chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Griezmann. He's beaten the last man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Guti. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
And the shot! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
David Villa. Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Atletico Paranaense go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
They've played it short.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Guti. And it's Alaba. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mekelans. And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Lovely bit of skill. He's in a great position here. Oh, super ball. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Atletico Paranaense do have a chance to counter here. It's Griezmann! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And there goes the final whistle. Atletico Paranaense have been forced to do it the hard way, but they are So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Chance for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Atletico Paranaense grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal.
And really brilliant! A finish of true class. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, to be honest, I think the defender did his absolute best, Peter, but he didn't stand a chance here. Just too quick in every department.
Atletico Paranaense take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Can he get it through? It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Cruyff. Oh, they could be caught out here. Deep cross. Cleared without hesitation. Atletico Paranaense have a free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? An opportunity then to pull clear here. That was travelling. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nedved. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Isco. Guti. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nedved. And it's Griezmann. Ribery is someone who's... Oh, he's having a go! Beautiful from Nedved! About as smooth as it gets! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Atletico Paranaense take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Nedved knocks it into space. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Nedved. Isco. Nedved.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
No, he's seen through all of that. Messi. And here's Suarez. And the half-time whistle goes.
Atletico Paranaense are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Atletico Paranaense head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And we are already promptly back underway. Now, can they get him away? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard with the clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Griezmann. Closing in on Griezmann! Brilliant from Griezmann! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Number 23.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Ribery, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the... Shoot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
It's Nedved! Beautiful from Nedved! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Nedved demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. That's just playing it safe and simple.
What a throw in. He won't be happy with that one. It's going to be another throw. Played back. That's really well cleared. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Luis Suarez. Ferdinand can get it clear. And here's Cruyff. And he welcomes it in. Yaya Toure. And he's intervened well there. Maldini. It's Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Great vision. Nedved. Atletico Paranaense are looking to break at pace. Luis Suarez. Rummenigge. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Gerrard running with the ball. Gerrard. This is promising. Bale. Bale puts them all in. That's a decent clearance.
2 added minutes
Xavi
has
Alonso.
been indicated.
And this is Cruyff. And that's a throw-in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
And
Atletico
now I'd just like
Paranaense
to
will
read
be
out our
pretty
fan club
happy
members
with the way they've
celebrating their
performed so
birthdays
far.
today.
They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
That's been a decent
Substitutions
45
taking
minutes.
place.
Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Atletico Paranaense get the second half going.
Atletico Paranaense clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, that is... It's Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. It's a throw-in. And this is Nedved! Nedved! A diamond of a goal! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Forlan has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that's not going to trouble anybody. Short-changes him with that pass. Now it's Messi. And it's Forlan. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Shot, surely!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Nesta.
So, time for changes
Number
on
8,
both sides, actually.
Gerrard. Number 20, Diego Forlan. Number 13,
Son Heung-min is a player who barely
Coming on
needs
the
an
field,
invitation to shoot.
Number 3,
Now it's Del Piero.
Number 24,
Griezmann.
Iniesta. Number
Almost
18,
75 minutes on the
Del
clock now.
Piero. Number
Oh, that's
21,
clever.
Vieri.
It's come through and he's had a
Substitution
quick
in
look
progress.
inside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Bale. Quality ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And smartly reclaimed. Iniesta. Just 5 minutes left. No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Rooney.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's a little off target. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Griezmann. He's on it. Can he get away? Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Atletico Paranaense have been handed a game-changing chance. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Suarez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He is through here. Oh, well measured. And this is Griezmann. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Griezmann.
Griezmann really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Diogo Costa gets rid without sophistication.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Played out wide, and that was nowhere near his best. Nicely weighted ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Tries to cross. And he's there to belt it away. And that's another throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Fernando Torres is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Neymar. Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Griezmann. He's going to be disappointed with that. He shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. And Ribéry!
Ribéry made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Atletico Paranaense with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Maldini gets it away. Palestine have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass. 5 minutes till the break. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ribéry, he's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. He went for the curler. Oh, there's a probing ball. Neymar. Oh, super find. Too much on it, and the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
At Atletico Paranense clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Bale. Some really good ball movement. Caught offside that time. Has a look and place it forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Loose ball and the shot! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Palestine have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's had it nicked away. Looking for the run. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Thuram does well to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ribéry, can he finish? He's got a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Atletico Paranense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Van Dijk. Number 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number
That
6,
has certainly made things
Batistuta.
interesting.
Atletico
Number
Paranense
22,
really can sense it now. This game is
Coming
theirs
on
to
the
win.
field,
They just need to
number
step it
7,
up and force the
Alessandro
issue.
Bastoni. Number 9,
Bale!
Mbappe.
Oh, that is rather
11,
wayward.
Atletico
number 8,
Paranense certainly look
Raul.
sharp there. They're
Substitution in
very well
progress.
drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Palestine clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Darren Fletcher. Xabi Alonso. Bale. Lam receives it in a wide position.
Will be 3 minutes at
Well,
a
he got
time.
rid because he was under pressure.
Quick look, then plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's good play. And he's heaved it away. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Cole. Cole showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Neymar. Xavi Alonso tries to pass it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And a chance! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Look, we can't say that's a surprise, Peter. He knew what the consequences were. He really did. Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This to go one up. 1-0. Never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
It's a searching pass. Can he latch onto this? Oh, what has happened here? No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through. And the shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Atletico Paranense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And he's had it nicked away. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cruyff. That's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Luis Suarez!
2 added minutes has been
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And the keeper's given it away. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game when they head in at half-time. 1-1.
On our shuttle bus service. Substitution for Atletico Paranaense. Number 6, Johan Cruyff.
So it's back to business.
Coming on to replace him is Number 17,
Nedved can
Bale.
see things others simply cannot. Ribery. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ribery clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. And that should get the job done. He's had a shot! And again the keeper stands strong. Corner number 2 then. He gets big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Xabi Alonso. And this is Bale.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's making a real surge on the left. And here's Bale. Xabi Alonso looking to run onto it. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Atletico Paranaense still have the cards to affect this game. Neymar thinks about the shot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Atletico Paranaense are looking to break at pace.
Atletico Paranaense really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That has not gone well. Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Carvajal does really well there, strong defending. And it's Xabi Alonso. And this is Ribery.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Neymar.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Modric. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
There will be 1 minute
1
added
minute to
time.
add, according to the board. Xabi Alonso. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So, Jim, how do you reflect on... a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I like the look of this fella, Gianni Reinders, Peter. The Dutchman being one of the better all-round midfielders to emerge in recent times. He's energetic, he's intelligent both on and off the ball in the way he reads the game. And he boasts quite a high goal contribution too. So his link-up play gets him in those congested areas and he comes through with flying colours.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Cruyff. And it's Nedved. He's got away. He has a look. He's had a shot! It's in, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, didn't catch it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cruyff. Reinders charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nice looking ball. And this is Cruyff. He has found a way through. Oh, robust challenge. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Van de Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Messi. Ribéry, and this is Ribéry. Ribéry! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
No, that's been intercepted. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And it's Lewandowski. Now, can they get him away? And this is Messi. It's a lovely, neat pass. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Messi. Spread it left. Nedved. And it's Ribéry. And here's Messi. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Atletico Paranense are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Atletico Paranaense do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well,
It's Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. First blood drawn. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have our breakthrough. And he shoots! And yes, it's there!
analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
And that's just...
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Atletico Paranaense, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Messi. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, important interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lewandowski. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping.
Goes for a shot! Has another go! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Atletico Paranaense really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Nedved looking to run onto it. He's found a way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Messi.
There will
And
be
he's
5
worked it
minutes
through.
added
That is
time.
good alertness. Vitinha. Messi gets a good foot in there. Vitinha. Messi threads one in. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cruyff. He's in plenty of space here. Raul gets into a good position. Now the cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on,
quick
a draw
reminder
was
today that
always likely
smoking
to
is
be on the
only
card.
allowed
So
in areas
overall,
shown
I
in this
don't think
map.
anyone
Thank
will
you
be
for your
complaining too much
cooperation.
about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically... And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Van Basten.
Atletico Paranense are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vieira. Now it's Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Neymar! No, he's missed it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. It's come to nothing. And he thumps it clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Messi! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Neymar goes short. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get on the end of this? Otto is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now that's well seen too. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all sweat. To review the first half.
Atletico Paranense will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser, so this isn't bad at all.
Atletico Paranaense are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
He's gone for goal! It's hit the upright. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 6, Johan Cruyff. Number 10, Messi. Number 5, Suarez. Number 20, Lilian Thuram.
That'll be
Coming
a
on the
throw-in.
field, number 17, Bale. Number
Over
9,
to the other side.
Good ball,
Ribery.
that too.
Number 7, Jan Koller. Number 3,
Back in possession and ready to go again. Koller. Ribery. Ribery! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Atletico Paranaense get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Baresi. Alonso. Atletico Paranaense do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And he's worked it through. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Lam plays it all the way forward.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's Nedved! He should have put that one away.
Nedved really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Now a sudden chance to counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Changes him with that pass. Now it's Ribery. Del Piero. Into the last 5 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot, surely! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question.
Shot goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that's definitely not his best. Gabriel can get it clear. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Atletico Paranaense pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium, and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any
Atletico
minute now.
Paranaense against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
And smartly reclaimed. And this is Cruyff. And he's onside. Swings it across. And it's hoisted clear. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. Cleared away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. He can run onto that. And this is Forlan. Forlan is on his own. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Luis Suarez. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that is a nice touch. And here's Bellingham. Well, there's a probing ball. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Luis Suarez gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And he's in on goal. Cruyff! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Now it's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's nice. And he's managed to get free. Rijkaard can get it clear. Rice. Neatly clipped into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, what's he
There
done?
will be 1
And
minute
Cruyff!
added time.
They score!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, Top drawer.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Atletico Paranaense happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back on the way.
Atletico Paranaense really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Can he spark a counter here? That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Quality ball. And here's Messi. Cruyff. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Messi. Picked out and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Atletico Paranaense. Number 6.
It's their second corner of the game.
Cruyff. Number 5. Suarez. Number 13. Xabi Alonso. Number 10. Messi. Coming on the field.
There will be a throw-in.
Number 17. Bale. Number 7. Jan Koller. Number 3. Lau. Number 23. Griezmann. Substitutions taking place.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Atletico Paranaense leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has been slung wide. And he plays one through. And it's Xavi. Big chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Has been indicated.
And he's on his Greenwood! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And a terrific Perfect save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Xavi with the short one. And it's made its way to him. Shapes to shoot! That's a half-decent try. And the referee brings it to a close. Atletico Paranaense have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
A quick reminder to
Thank you.